Hello, and welcome to Great Sleep. Get ready to listen and relax. Before starting the story, I will help you to relax so that nothing will interfere with your rest. Make yourself comfortable. Try to relax your body muscles as much as possible. Let your body rest after a hard day. Start breathing slowly and calmly. Concentrate on your breathing. Feel how the air slowly fills your lungs and spreads throughout your body, filling your blood with oxygen. Close your eyes and don't think about anything that might disturb you. Clear your mind of all unnecessary things. Now it is time to rest. Now I will begin my story to help you fall into a deep and healthy sleep. Today I will tell a story about a magical forest of elves and a young elf who lives in it and longs for adventure. The sun's golden rays filtered through the lush canopy of the elven forest, casting a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow upon the vibrant flora that thrived beneath. The air was thick with the scent of blooming flowers, their sweet perfume mingling with the earthy aroma of moss and ancient trees. This was a place untouched by time, where magic flowed through every leaf and whispered secrets to those who dared to listen. In this mystical realm, there lived an elf maiden named Alara. With flowing auburn hair that cascaded down her back like a fiery waterfall and emerald eyes that sparkled with curiosity, she possessed a spirit as wild as the forest itself. From a young age, Alara had felt a deep connection to the enchanted woods that surrounded her. She would spend hours exploring its hidden corners, marveling at the wonders that lay within. As she grew older, Alara's passion for uncovering the secrets of the elven forest only intensified. She would spend her days wandering through its verdant paths, her nimble feet barely making a sound as she navigated the moss-covered ground. Every step brought her closer to discovering the elusive creatures that called this place home. It was during one of these explorations that Alara stumbled upon a wounded bird with a broken wing. Without hesitation, she knelt down beside it, her hands glowing with an ethereal light as she channeled her healing powers. The bird's wings slowly mended under her touch, and with a grateful chirp, it took flight once more. News of Alara's extraordinary healing abilities spread throughout the elven community, and soon, she became known as a healer. Villagers would seek her out, their ailments and injuries soothed by her gentle touch. Alara's heart swelled with joy as she witnessed the transformative power of nature's magic in her hands. But even as she brought healing to those around her, Alara's heart longed for something more. She yearned to venture beyond the borders of the elven forest, to to explore the vast unknown that lay beyond. Her dreams were filled with visions of grand adventures and untold treasures waiting to be discovered. One day, as she sat beneath the shade of an ancient oak tree, her eyes fixated on the distant horizon, Alara overheard a conversation between two wise elders. They spoke of an ancient prophecy, a riddle that hinted at her destiny. Intrigued, Alara approached them, her voice filled with curiosity. "What is this prophecy you speak of?" she asked, her eyes gleaming with anticipation. The elders exchanged a knowing glance before one of them spoke. Long ago, it was foretold that a young elf maiden would arise, chosen by the forest itself. She would possess the power to shape the future of our realm, but only if she could unlock the secrets that lie hidden within. Alara's heart quickened with excitement. This was the adventure she had been waiting for, the chance to uncover the hidden truths of the elven forest and fulfill her destiny. With newfound determination burning in her eyes, she thanked the elders and set off on her quest. Alara's reputation as a healer grew with each passing day. The villagers sought her out, their faces etched with pain and desperation, seeking solace in her gentle touch. She would sit with them in quiet corners of the forest, her hands glowing with a soft, soothing light as she channeled nature's healing energy. One particular day, a young boy named Aiden arrived at Alara's doorstep, his face pale and his body weak from an unknown illness. His mother, tears streaming down her face, pleaded with Alara to save him. Alara's heart ached at the sight of their suffering. She took Aiden's frail hand in hers, feeling the warmth of his life force seep into her own. Closing her eyes, she whispered a prayer to the forest spirits, calling upon their healing energy to flow through her. As her hands hovered over Aiden's body, a soft green glow enveloped him, gently caressing his skin. The boy's breathing steadied, color returning to his cheeks as the illness was banished from his body. Aiden's mother wept tears of joy, embracing Alara in a tight embrace. Word of Alara's miraculous healing spread like wildfire throughout the elven forest. Villagers flocked to her side, their ailments and injuries vanishing under her touch. Her days were spent tending to the sick and wounded, her nights filled with dreams of new ways to harness nature's power. But as Alara continued to heal, a longing grew within her. She yearned to explore the world beyond the elven forest, to learn from other healers and expand her knowledge. The forest had been her sanctuary for so long, but now it felt confining, like a bird trapped in a gilded cage. Every night, as Alara lay beneath the starry sky, she would dream of far-off lands and distant realms waiting to be explored. Her heart fluttered with excitement at the thought of embarking on a grand adventure, of unraveling the mysteries that lay beyond the elven forest. During her wanderings through the forest, Alara couldn't help but notice the subtle changes in the world around her. The leaves whispered secrets of distant lands carried by the wind, and the animals shared tales of wonders unseen. Her insatiable curiosity grew with each passing day, fueling her desire to uncover the hidden truths that lay beyond the confines of her home. One day, as she sat by a babbling brook, her fingers gently tracing the water's surface, Alara made a decision. She would set forth on a journey to explore the world beyond the elven forest, to learn from other healers and discover new ways to harness nature's power. With a determined glint in her eyes, Alara packed her belongings and bid farewell to her village. The elven forest echoed with the whispers of well wishes and the songs of birds bidding her farewell. As she stepped onto the path that led away from her home, her heart swelled with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. Alara traveled for days, her feet carrying her across vast meadows and winding rivers. She encountered creatures both familiar and strange, each offering glimpses into their own unique worlds. But it was during a chance encounter with a wise old owl that Alara's journey took an unexpected turn. Perched upon a moss-covered branch, the owl turned its wise gaze towards Alara. "Ah, young one," it hooted, its voice filled with ancient wisdom. "You seek answers, do you not?" Alara nodded, her eyes wide with wonder. "I seek the truth, the hidden secrets of the world beyond the elven forest." The owl blinked its large, amber eyes before continuing. "There is an ancient prophecy that speaks of one like you. It foretells of a chosen one, destined to bring balance to our realm. Seek out the wise elders of the great oak. They hold the key to unlocking the mysteries that lie within." Alara's heart quickened with excitement as she thanked the elf for its guidance. She knew that she was on the right path, that she was meant to uncover the truth hidden within the ancient prophecy. Days turned into weeks as Alara journeyed deeper into the heart of the enchanted woods. Finally, she arrived at the great oak, its massive branches reaching towards the heavens like gnarled fingers. The air crackled with a sense of anticipation as Alara approached the wise elders, their eyes filled with ancient knowledge. Alara stood before the wise elders of the great oak, her heart pounding in her chest. The air was heavy with anticipation as she awaited their words, eager to uncover the hidden truths that lay within the ancient prophecy. One of the elders, a stooped figure with a long, flowing beard, spoke in a voice that seemed to carry the weight of centuries. "Young Alara," he began, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. You have been chosen by the elven forest itself. Your destiny is intertwined with its very essence. Valera's breath caught in her throat as she listened intently. The elder continued, "To fulfill your destiny, you must embark on a quest. Deep within the heart of the elven forest lies a hidden artifact of immense power. Only by retrieving it can you unlock the true purpose of our realm and your role in its preservation." With renewed determination burning in her eyes, Valera thanked the elders for their guidance and set off on her quest. She knew that this journey would not be easy, but she was willing to face any challenge that lay in her path. As she ventured deeper into the elven forest, Valera encountered mischievous fairies and mystical creatures who provided clues and guidance through their whimsical dialogue. They led her through winding paths and secret glades, each step bringing her closer to the heart of her quest. As Valera delved deeper into her quest, she encountered struggles and challenges that tested her resolve. The elven forest was a place steeped in tradition and ancient customs, and not everyone welcomed her insatiable curiosity and desire for exploration. One day, as she rested beneath the shade of a towering oak tree, Valera overheard a heated argument between two elves. Their voices carried on the wind, their words filled with frustration and anger. "We must preserve the old ways," one elf insisted, his voice filled with conviction. "The forest has thrived for centuries because of our adherence to tradition. But we cannot ignore the changing world," the other elf argued. "Our realm is not immune to the passage of time. We must embrace new knowledge and adapt if we are to survive." Valera listened intently, her heart torn between the two perspectives. She understood the importance of preserving the elven forest's ancient traditions, but she also believed in the power of exploration and discovery. The conflict sparked a fire within her, a determination to find a balance between preservation and exploration. As Valera continued her quest, she stumbled upon a part of the elven forest that had been forbidden to her people for centuries. Intrigued by the aura of mystery that surrounded it, she ventured deeper into its depths, her heart pounding with anticipation. The air grew thick with magic as Valera stepped into a clearing bathed in an otherworldly glow. In the center stood a pedestal, upon which rested an ancient artifact pulsating with power. The artifact seemed to hum with a life of its own, drawing Valera closer with an irresistible pull. As she reached out to touch it, a voice echoed through the clearing, sending shivers down her spine. "Valera, chosen one," it whispered, its tone both melodic and commanding. "You have found what you seek." Valera gasped, her eyes wide with wonder. Before her stood a powerful being, its form shimmering with ethereal light. "Who are you?" she asked, her voice barely a whisper. "I am the guardian of the elven forest," the being replied. "And you, Elara, hold the key to our realm's salvation. The artifact you have found is a source of immense power, one that can shape the future of our world." Elara's mind whirled with conflicting emotions as she grappled with the responsibility of her newfound knowledge and power. She had always believed in the importance of preserving the elven forest's traditions, but now she held in her hands the key to its future. The weight of her decision pressed upon her heart, threatening to drown out her resolve. Seeking guidance, Elara turned to her trusted allies and mentors, engaging in heartfelt dialogue that forced her to confront the tension between tradition and exploration. Each conversation added depth to the conflict within her, forcing her to question her own beliefs and make difficult choices. But through these conversations, Elara began to realize that preserving the elven forest required more than just adhering to tradition. It required embracing change and finding a balance between the old ways and the new. With newfound clarity, she set forth on a path that would unite her community in a common purpose. Elara stood before her community, her voice filled with conviction as she shared her newfound wisdom. She spoke of the importance of preserving the elven forest's ancient traditions, but also of the need to embrace change and explore new horizons. Her words resonated with those who listened, their hearts swelling with hope. Through dialogue and open-mindedness, Elara convinced her community to find a balance between preservation and exploration. Together, they vowed to protect their beloved home while also seeking new knowledge and ways to harness nature's power. The elven forest came alive with a renewed sense of purpose. Villagers worked hand in hand, their hands glowing with the same ethereal light that flowed through Elara. They tended to the forest's needs, nurturing its flora and fauna while also exploring new ways to coexist with the changing world. Embracing her destiny as a guardian of the elven forest, Elara became a beacon of hope for her community. She led by example, using her newfound knowledge and experiences to guide others in protecting and preserving their beloved home. Under Elara's guidance, the elven forest flourished like never before. Its vibrant flora grew taller and more resilient. Its magical creatures thrived in harmony with nature. The forest became a sanctuary not only for elves, but for all who sought solace and healing within its embrace. Elara's healing powers continued to bring comfort and relief to those in need, but now she also shared her knowledge with others, empowering them to become healers in their own right. The elven community stood united, their hearts filled with gratitude for the young maiden who had unlocked the true purpose of their realm. As Alara reflected on her journey, she marveled at how far she had come. She had started as a curious elf maiden, yearning to uncover the secrets of the elven forest. Now, she stood as a guardian, leading her community in protecting and preserving their beloved home. The elven forest remained a place of enchantment and wonder, its vibrant flora and magical creatures thriving under the watchful eyes of its guardians. But it was no longer confined by tradition alone. It had embraced change and exploration, finding a delicate balance that allowed it to evolve while still honoring its ancient roots. As Alara gazed upon the elven forest, her heart filled with gratitude for the journey that had brought her here. She knew that her adventure was far from over, that there were still countless secrets waiting to be uncovered. With a smile on her lips and a sparkle in her eyes, she set forth into the unknown, eager to embark on new adventures in this enchanting world.